Long season. Time to grab that lunch bell and go to work.
Also, welcome to the regular classic game today.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Some cool kids acting right now.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at the Jazz. This season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches.
Now, checking out the Jazz, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. They've got Joel Embiid, George out there with Tyrese Maxey, and it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. And for the Jazz, Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. Well, Grant, we're deep into the season now. For teams who will miss the playoffs, where are their heads at, you think?
Well, B.A., first of all, it's a chance for some of the others to show out. Their focus should be on finishing strong, and realistically,
Welcome one and all. Smiling face with smiling eyes. We do some casual gameplay here. Smiling face with smiling eyes. Hit wall, like, subscribe and share if it to your liking.
Markkanen left side, outside Robinson. And the layup falls.
yeah, moving the ball with a purpose. Lowry Markkanen, nice pass.
Over to the wing. Here's McCain. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. George's shot is off. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I talked with him about Joel Embiid and asked him what he wants his team to do against him defensively. And he said, I told our big guys to play with physicality out there, but to also know when to go straight up and not let him bait us into silly fouls. It's not an easy assignment, but coach seemed confident in their chances of containing Joel. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. And yep, it's good.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
Here's Robinson. Pass to Kessler. Left side, Sexton. Here's Markkanen to the right side. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
What?
Philadelphia with the ball. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid.
You can't breathe. You can't breathe.
Tries again. And the layup is good. Embiid's got his second basket.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Maxey passes to George. With the floater. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
And the second free throw is good.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
Markkanen from long range. Rebound by Philadelphia. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score. Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I go back to him in that area on the floor.
Sexton, that's good.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Now George. 11 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Hendricks dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Yabusele. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Now here's Kessler. Still without a bucket. Robinson in the post. Maxey covering. Can't hit from in close. And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Oh, got that one up quick.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Here's Robinson. Coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. All the talk around the NBA, Grant. That quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
4 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Robinson's got 8 points.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Embiid. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Robinson. He's got 10. Pass to Sexton. Takes a 13-footer. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got his second basket of the game.
Maxey just completely disregarding the defense because he can.
Sexton looking around. Nails the 16-footer. Sexton's got his second bucket on the night. 76ers trail by 3. Here's Yabusele to the middle. Embiid. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
For Utah, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Robinson passes to Filipowski. And time for us to check in on the NBA assist leaders over the last 10 games. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
That one misses. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's George. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Sexton goes in, and Embiid with the block.
Every year he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding, and his awareness of when to go for the block.
Pass to McCain. Now Embiid. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here for 3. Maxey. It's hauled in by Robinson. Utah leading. On the wing, Sexton. Maxey covering. Here's Filipowski. Back to Robinson. Inside. Here's Sexton. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Never bashful about showcasing his athleticism. Sexton can really get up and finish.
Here's Maxey. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. Got a hand on it, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look at the stats for Joel Embiid.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. You can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Boucher's checked in for the Sixers. Utah leading by 3. Kessler with it. No made baskets yet. Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Kessler, 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Kessler.
Wait, no.
76ers trail by 5. Here's McCain. giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. And he makes it.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Now here's Sexton. To the inside, Kessler. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You know, Sexton can be just so clever with the ball, disrupting the defense to create for his team.
Philadelphia has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Boucher a screen on Sexton. For 3, Maxey gets the 3 ball to go. Maxey's got 9.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, Shea in their last time out against the Thunder was outstanding. He dropped 50 points, and the story of the night, he put together the rare quadruple-double. A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come. Unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Wagner's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Sexton. Now here's George. 17 points in his last outing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
For 3, Maxey. Pure from three-point range. 12 points for him.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Now here's George. He's guarded by man. Some room here for George. Rebound by Philadelphia.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
It's deflected. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Robinson. Launches it. Missed it. 5 for 7 from the field.
Very
That
lit.
is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And here is Maxey. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Maxey against Robinson. Pass to Wagner. Oh, he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. 76ers trail by 3. Outside man. Maxey with it. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
Previous plays under minutes are allowed
Be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Utah making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Embiid, he's checked in for Cornette.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
Pass to Brogdon. Back to Robinson. 5 to shoot. That one falls. Robinson's got 12 points.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Now here's Embiid over Wagner. The Sixers with another miss. Now here's Brogdon. He's covered closely. Here's Robinson. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. And it's a 5-point Utah lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Maxey. And he can't bank that one in. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to George. Back to Robinson. From deep. It's stolen away. Maxey, a good look. Drains the jumper to finish off the break. 16 points for him. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Jazz out in front, leading by 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Wagner is out there with Filipowski. Then there's Keontae George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Robinson in at the 1. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Boucher outside. The 3 is up. And he buries his first look.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
The Jazz shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Robinson passes to Markkanen. Over Oladipo. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Robinson.
Shots like this help Markkanen get in rhythm. The D must be aware of his ability to catch and fire.
Here's Oladipo. And he banks in the layup.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now here's Robinson. He's guarded by man. Pass to Markkanen. Rebound by Philadelphia. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home. Keeping their cool and making quality shots.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Oladipo against George. And there's the rejection. Here's Robinson. Markkanen outside. There's the triple. So confident from range. Markkanen.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
George against Oladipo. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Pass to Markkanen. Kicks it to George. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Boucher's got his 4th rebound in this one. The floater, that one drops for him. And now just a 1-point Jazz lead. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Outside Robinson. Robinson on the wing from outside the arc. Tries to keep it alive. And he recovers it. Here's Markkanen. Oh, Markkanen good in the paint.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
To the paint. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
A nice shot by Filipowski. And it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Boucher a screen on George. For three, Oladipo. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
The Jazz have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. George outside. Back to Robinson. Here's the pick. Clock at 6.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
First team foul.
The first free throw is good for the Jazz. Kessler comes in for Wagner, and Brogdon is subbed in for Markkanen. And both free throws good for Robinson. And so here is Philadelphia, trailing by 4. Embiid a screen on Brogdon. Here's Oladipo. Scores after the quick crossover. Oladipo's got 7 points here in the quarter.
So resourceful. When Oladipo's looking for any opening, he puts in a lot of effort on offense.
Robinson passes to George. Nails it from beyond the arc. George has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Back to man. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. They get it again. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities.
And here's Brogdon. Still no points. The ball's knocked loose. It's George on the wing. Kessler a screen. He shoots. Over to the left wing. Here's Robinson. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
Williams is checked in for Utah. Paul George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for man. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to review the game plan. Stretching the floor makes all the difference. Let's see which teams do the best job of it. Second, the 76ers.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
And here are the Sixers now. It's a 3-point game. Here's McCain. And it's all tied up. McCain's got 5 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Pass to Brogdon. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Floats one up. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Embiid a screen on George. Fires the 3. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Robinson passes to Williams. Now Robinson. 18 points for him. Brogdon with a screen on Maxey. Down low. And it's Brogdon missing.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Here's McCain. George defending. Yes! Embiid from in close.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A different look here for Utah. Hendricks is checked in for Williams. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Colin Sexton in for George. The 76ers also with a sub. Boucher's checked in for Joel Embiid. For three, George. Another three for Philadelphia.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
There's McCain, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Hendricks, driving to the basket, and down it goes. 2 points. And now just a 4-point 76ers lead.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
It's hauled in by Robinson.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Sexton. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Great awareness by Sexton to find the soft spot. Nice pull up there, pure from mid-range.
Here's McCain, checked by Sexton. Jacks up a three. McCain's shot is off. Utah's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Robinson. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Lauri Markkanen.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Cornette's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Maxey driving inside. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Hendricks has got 4 rebounds now. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Here's Maxey. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Robinson passes to Markkanen. George with it, picked up by Markkanen. Pass to McCain. George outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
George, he's checked in for Markkanen. 1:35 left in the second quarter. Robinson in the post. Pass to Hendricks. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Hendricks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Maxey with it, and it's Robinson picking him up, and it's Maxey missing.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Outside Maxey. Sexton grabs the board. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Robinson finds some space. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McCain. Philadelphia with another miss. Robinson with it. 22 points for him. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Jazz out in front, up 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey everybody, we've seen plenty of action in that first half to chat about. But first, we're taking a look at the power rankings during this late season push.
I think for the Jazz, they're the best team in the league and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing. This team is loaded.
Switching back now to the Philadelphia 76ers, they've been fighting it out through the first half of play.
Look at the rebounding numbers. I'm surprised they've stayed this close. They're not cleaning the glass. It's more like they're fogging it up.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Sixers trailing, and the 76ers looking at who they've got. They've got Tyrese Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with George, and it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. Embiid passes to Maxey. Here's McCain. No good on the triple.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Pass to Hendricks. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Hendricks has got 8 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
It's George on the wing. It's guarded by Markkanen. 6 to shoot, and here is Maxey. Fires in the triple. Maxey's got 21 points in the game.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. For 3, Sexton. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's McCain. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Kessler finds Sexton. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
McCain. No good on the 3.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Robinson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Embiid. From the top of the key, give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
They set the pick to the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to George. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Utah has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. The 3 from Sexton. Utah, the rebound. Markkanen from long range. He buries it from 3. Now it's a 5-point Utah lead.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Pass to McCain. Now here's George. Here's Yabusele from the arc. They get it back. Embiid. Oh, gotta get a body on Embiid.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Oh, they get a hand on it. George with a steal. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. McCain shot is off. Jazz leading by 3. Outside Robinson. Embiid with a steal. It's George on the wing. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. George has got 9.
You're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
And Hendricks gets it to go.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Embiid, a screen on Markkanen. The 3, George. He drops it from range. George has got 6 in the quarter. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Maxey.
Robinson. Second personal foul. First team foul.
No good that time. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 1. Here's Robinson. 27 points for him. Pass to Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, poked away. Embiid with a steal. Maxey with it. Picked up by Sexton. Here's McCain. From outside, off the mark.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
To the left side wing. Maxey against Robinson. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. Robinson with a steal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Yabusele. Here's Embiid. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Embiid's got 18 points in the game.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
And it's Maxey missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Warriors, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
George, he's checked in for Sexton.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Robinson gets the bucket.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
The Sixers leading. For 3, Maxey. For 3. On target from range. Maxey's got 11 in the second half.
That's his 3rd 3 of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
And it's blocked by Embiid.
Back to reverse, but okay.
Here's McCain. It's guarded by Markkanen. Pass to man. Here's McCain. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. George finds Robinson. Robinson on the wing. Back to Kessler. 9 feet out. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Philadelphia.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Pass to Kessler, and here's George. Now here's Robinson. He's got 31, and it's blocked by Embiid. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Boucher's checked in for Philadelphia. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson into the lane. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Boucher, left side. Pass to man. Here's McCain. And here is Maxey. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Maxey puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Sometimes he can force them to foul.
Both free throws good from Maxey. Jazz trail by 6. And here's Robinson. 33 points for him. Pass to Hendricks. Wagner with a screen. Fires for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Oladipo's checked in. And it's the Sixers with the ball. For 3, Maxey knocks it down from distance. Maxey's got 16 in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Man, good whistle there.
And he makes a first. And both free throws good for Robinson. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's Maxey. That one's good for 2. Maxey's got 36 points.
I'll tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
Robinson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And both free throws good for Robinson.
They've definitely made free throws look easy here in the second half.
Well, the 76ers shooting has been excellent in the third quarter at 57%. Man, the pass to Maxey. Fires from deep. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First one falls for him.
He's dialed up his aggression here in the second half. Consistent in working himself to the line.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Utah. Burks, he's checked in for the Sixers. Philadelphia leading by 6. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Here's Oladipo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, Oladipo's game features a lot of speed. If you don't keep up with him, he'll make you pay.
Winslow's checked in for Burks. And he's good on the second. Now Robinson. And he's got 41 now. George outside. Pulls up. Cans it with nobody near him. George has got 5 now. Philadelphia shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. George against Oladipo. Rebound, Utah. Here's Robinson. Good work there as it goes. Robinson's got 43 points.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Oladipo against George. His man gets the 3 to fall. He's got 7.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside Robinson, drives to the hoop, and the shot's good. Robinson's got 45 points.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
That's 4 fouls for him tonight. He needs to pick his battles wisely going forward.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls.
Shooting over 80% from the line during his career. Embiid is not only one of the best free throw shooting centers in the league today, he's one of the best all time.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
And it's Robinson penetrating.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been... We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Keontae George, Filipowski out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Mo Wagner, and it's Robinson in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. They set the screen, just 5 to shoot. And a big finish by Robinson.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
For from 18 feet away. Oladipo finds Embiid. Outside man. Boucher a screen on Robinson. Man misses.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Wagner. Kicks it to George to take the lead. Knocks down the triple. And the Jazz lead by 1.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Man, the pass to Embiid. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Burks, he's checked in for the Sixers.
First team foul. 76ers substitution. Number 18, Alex.
Here's Burks. Boucher a screen on Brogdon. Burks passes to Boucher. Right side man. Just 3 to shoot. The 3 is up. Rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hits yet again. Wow.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Oladipo up top. George defending. Shot to stop the run. Can't get it to drop. Utah leading by 4. And a big finish by Robinson.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what coach is looking for.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's McCain. Pass to Embiid. Launches a 3. Yes, sir! Embiid from distance.
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
Robinson with it. George outside. The 3. Another 3 for Utah.
Wow. Their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
76ers trail by 6. Oladipo with a screen on George. Here's McCain. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Hey, great communication on the lob. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's man. Guarded closely. Embiid, a screen on Robinson. Pass to Embiid. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Embiid will do this all night if he can. Protecting the play and finishing it strong.
Robinson passes to George.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Utah making a switch here. Williams is checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Here's McCain. Here's man. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Embiid's got 3 assists tonight.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
And it's Brogdon missing. 76ers trail by 4. Oladipo outside. Off target from three-point range.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Outside Brogdon. Now here's Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. And a big finish by Robinson.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Outside man. Pass to Boucher. Back to man. Banked it in off the glass. Man's got 10 points here in the second half.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
They set a pick. Robinson passes to George. Brogdon from outside. From deep. Brogdon!
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence is impressive to see.
Pass to McCain. Embiid a screen on George. To the middle. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 27 points. Jazz leading by 5. And it's Robinson penetrating. Here's George. And again, it's Utah.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Outside man. Pass to Boucher. Oladipo outside. Offline with a 3.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Second.
And he drops the first for the Jazz. Kessler, he's checked in for Williams. Markkanen comes in for Brogdon. And Sexton subbed in for George. 76ers trail by 8. Here's McCain. Checked by Sexton. Pass to Maxey. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Maxey's got 41.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And here's Robinson. Here's Filipowski. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Here's McCain. George outside. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got rebound number 7 tonight. To the paint. Oh, sweet move. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Maxey surveys. Here's Yabusele. It's guarded by Markkanen. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. And it's Utah with the ball. Outside Sexton. Kessler a screen. 4-3. Sexton misses. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. 8-point game.
And this is inexcusable. The defense must force Markkanen further away from the rim.
Outside Maxey. Shoots over Robinson. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. From downtown. Paul George pulls it in. George has got 5 rebounds in the game. That three's off the mark.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Markkanen, the pass to Sexton. And McCain pulls it down. 76ers trail by 8. For 3, Maxey drains the triple. Maxey's got 46.
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Utah's gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Pass to Hendricks. Now Robinson. Maxey covering. And yes, another basket.
There aren't many players in history with the ability to put up 60 points.
And he's done it multiple times this season. He's taken volume scoring to a new level. Here's Yabusele. Embiid with it. He's covered by Kessler. Embiid inside. Kessler on him. Pass to Robinson. And he lobs it up to the rim. George left side. Here's McCain. Checked by Sexton. Here's McCain. Now Maxey. 5 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Markkanen against George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
It's going to go on Paul George.
And the defense really crowds Markkanen inside, so he smartly makes sure he draws the foul.
Markkanen hits them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
The shot from 20 feet out. That's another board.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
He is crashing with energy. Man, you gotta love it. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Robinson. Markkanen sets a screen. Shoots. Another one goes. Incredible. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Embiid with it. Inside. Here's Maxey. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Robinson. Driving in. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Robinson. Here's Hendricks. Maxey covering. Three-pointer. Hendricks, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now Embiid. And it goes straight through with a swish. Embiid's got 31 points.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker. Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
Oh, free throw no good for Robinson. And so here is Philadelphia. Here's Yabusele. Outside Maxey. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Robinson. Kessler, a screen on Maxey. To the middle. Kessler, no good. So we see Utah get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Get ready to rumble, young blood.
Fans live for games like this one.
The National Basketball Association and the Utah Jazz are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rooms and be notified of security or arena staff members.
Coming up next, the Jazz taking on the Celtics. For Utah, the best record in the NBA. And it's no accident. An elite team that expects to win every time they take the floor. Celtics, Jazz, up next.
All right, well.
We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jason Tatum.
And he's struggling with his shot these days, and the analytics bear that out. With the true shooting percentage heading down in these past 10 games. But, guys, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a trend that he could reverse here tonight.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Dennis Schroeder is out there with White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And for the Jazz, wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward. Should be some fireworks in this one, Greg. Two cross-conference rivals squaring up.
Kevin, can you smell the intensity in the air? You can tell these guys mean business. Both teams want to prove they're the better squad.
Now White, and it's Schroeder in the corner. Connects from three-point range.
Well, you can see Schroeder willing to take more and more threes. If you're going to stay in the league, you've got to make them.
Yeah.
Here's Robinson. Outside, Markkanen. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
Now Tatum, after Lowry Markkanen misses from long range.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Sexton on the wing, White covering. 6 to shoot. Markkanen a screen on White. Sexton for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, Sexton in position. Kessler finds Robinson. Sexton for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Kessler setting the pick for Robinson. Out to the right wing. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Tatum. Robinson, that's good.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, Will Hardy talked to me a little while ago. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about the chances. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Stolen by Robinson. To the middle. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it. It's not just the decision-making, it's the ability to put the pass where it needs to be, when it needs to be there. Mr. Markkanen, well done, sir.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? You look at Robinson, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Schroeder against Robinson. Brown kicks to White. Porzingis sets the pick for White. Buries the long-range jumper.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Robinson dishes to Markkanen. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Now here's Schroeder. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. from 13. Rebound, Utah. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Now Tatum, after Lowry Market misses from long range. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, we think of Dennis Schroeder as a natural-born scorer, but there he does a great job passing the basketball.
Sexton the pass to Hendricks. Tipped away. It's stolen by Schroeder. Brown wide open. He fires.
Oh, man.
Knocks down the three
ball.
ball.
Boy, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
And here is Robinson coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Kicks it out to Markkanen. From downtown, the Jazz again can't hit it.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now Sexton after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Lowry Markkanen. White the pass to Schroeder. White looking around. Brown outside. Lock at 6. Nobody near Schroeder. That three off the mark. Jazz trailed by 4. Here's Sexton. White with the defensive effort.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The Jazz shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. There's the screen to the paint. It's stolen by Schroeder.
Oh, my God.
White left side. Pass to Brown. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Driving the lane. And Boston with the rebound.
And they get that rebound.
Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Schroeder outside. Launches a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Schroeder's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Celtics.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's Hendricks. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston leading by 10. Pass to Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. Rejection by Tatum.
There's a pride to the defensive end of the floor. Tatum sends that back.
This ball movement by Boston. Porzingis can't hit.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking. Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Schroeder passes to Brown. Knocked loose. Stolen by Robinson. Takes it inside, and the dunk by Robinson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
That's good.
Here's Sexton. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Colin Sexton. Forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Jazz. George comes in for Robinson. And so he hits both. Well, we are quickly reaching the end of the regular season. Doris, are you as excited as I am for the playoffs coming up?
Definitely, Kevin, and I know it's on the players and coaches' minds. It's right there waiting for us. But let's remember, the most mature teams, the best teams, recognize games are still to be played. You cannot let the playoffs distract you from what's in front of your face.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Brogdon, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. Here's Holiday. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Filipowski over Holiday. That misses off the back. Here's Walsh. He is guarded by Brogdon. Brown. Good.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
George with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia. Here's Brogdon. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Hendricks. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. And Boston with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Boston the pass to Brown. From past the arc. The rebound by Brogdon. And Brogdon's got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. 6-point game. You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
Here's Holiday, following the bucket by the Jazz.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Takes a 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That's incredible patience right there. Just letting the play develop. Nice job, Drew Holiday.
George passes to Brogdon. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Boston. His last outing, he had 8 points.
They're going to shoot.
Holiday against George. Here's Boston.
Hands up.
Off target with his 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Drew Holiday said we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Jazz. And the Celtics also making a change. Tatum's checked in. Now, here's Brogdon. Tight defense on him. Shoots the three. And the three ball is good. Brogdon's got 6.
Well, what we know about Malcolm Brogdon is he is Mr. Efficiency. It doesn't matter if it's from distance.
George against Holiday. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Three-pointer, Markkanen, and the Jazz. Another 3.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who could space the floor with that 3-point shooting ability.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Holiday looking over the floor. There's a screen. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Filipowski. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Holiday. 6 points for Jason Tatum. A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for the Boston Celtics. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Wagner is out there with Filipowski. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's George in at the 1 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's Tatum. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Boston
making a switch here. Springer's checked in.
First team foul. Checking in for the Celtics. Number 44.
That nigga head, yeah. Every time I see that nigga. It's like a human version of Alien from Outer Alien and Predator. No offense for them. Listen, no offense.
Now George. Pass to Wagner. 5 to shoot. Here's Brogdon. Rebound by the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Tatum looking around. Shoots over Filipowski. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
George against Holiday. And George kicks to Wagner. Back to Markkanen. 3-pointer. The Jazz with another miss.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Tatum finds Holiday. With the crossover. Pass to Boston. Here's Springer. Nothing on the board. Shoots over Markkanen. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Bounce pass from Brogdon. George passes to Wagner. Launches it. Nailed from 3-point land. George has got the lead up to 1 now for the Jazz. Now here is Holiday. 5 points in the game. Springer, the pass to Boston. Inside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Top of the key. Basket good. And the Celtics lead by 1. For Utah, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And here is Brogdon. He's got 6. Larkin in a screen on Holiday. George, that's a 2-pointer. They grab their own miss. And the shot goes down. Markkanen's got 7 points.
This is what you hope. You want to see Markkanen mix it up on the glass, right? Keep the play alive. Make sure you convert.
Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
The first one falls. Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your 2 best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
I don't know what's wrong with this sport. Every time it changes the rotation on the people and put it back.
The Celtics with the lead.
Damn, man.
Schroeder passes to Boston. Schroeder with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Fades back. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his first bucket in this one.
From the mid-range, Kristaps Porzingis release points so high.
And George kicks to Brogdon. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Tatum. Holiday inside the line. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz trail by 3. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
For Boston, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. And it's Utah with the rebound. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Going inside, Filipowski passes to Robinson. Here's Filipowski. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Rebound, Boston. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Williams against Tatum. The 3 ball. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum doesn't need a whole lot of space. You give him any look from 3, and you're in trouble.
Robinson passes to Filipowski. George with the ball. Outside Robinson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, easy call.
For Utah, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Shea, in the last game against Philadelphia, played some huge minutes. He finished with 64 points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Schroeder against Robinson. Her passes to Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his third assist on the night. Jazz trail by 6. Bobbed up there for Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right. GA seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And the call will be on Keontae George. That is his first foul of the game. And the Jazz with some changes. Hendricks is checked in, and Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Williams. Celtics also with a sub. Reith is checked in. White, good.
I think you can count on Derek White to take smart shots. Does so right there.
Robinson dishes to Sexton. Robinson a screen on White. Sexton for 3. A rebound by Reith.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Now Sexton. He had 13 points in the win against Philadelphia. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
On the wing, Brown. He is guarded by Markkanen. Brown kicks to White. Here's Reith. And a miss there on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Outside, White. Latrey. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game. Kessler, a screen on Schroeder. Here's Robinson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
I knew you were going to block after that.
Here's Brown. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds in the game. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Robinson.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Here's White. He's got 8. Schroeder, right side. Porzingis sets the pick for White. Off target from outside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And now, look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Washington Wizards.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Now here's Porzingis. 17 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Utah trailing here. Robinson passes to Markkanen. Now here is Robinson. 22 points for him. Back to Markkanen. Robinson on the wing. Hands it from downtown. Robinson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Jazz. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Nice move. It's deflected. 1:05 left in the first half. With the drive, Sexton for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the team...
Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible.
Gimme. Again. Oh, gimme.
Let's 46 seconds left now here in the second. And here's White. He's got 8. It's to Porzingis. Schroeder outside. 6 to shoot. Here's White. And here's Porzingis for a 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And here is Markkanen. Sexton on the wing. Pass to Hendricks. Porzingis with the steal, and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Utah out in front, leading by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals, how they reflect that.
Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
Look here now at Utah. They're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
I thought the regular season ended this year. That's basically what's going on right now. Dang it. Like from 6
and we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jay in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half.
6.
Wanna start jogging?
He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court for the Celtics, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
Porzingis with a screen on Sexton. And it's White missing. Utah leading by 5. Robinson with it. Down low. Wants to get it to Kessler and does. Pass to Hendricks. Kessler the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Sexton attacking. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The shot's good. Kessler's got his first points of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Schroeder outside. Kessler against Porzingis. Here's Schroeder. Utah with the rebound. Hendricks has got his 4th rebound in this one.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Pass to Markkanen. It's stolen by Brown. And now the fast break with the ball. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Utah leading. Robinson goes in, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
That's to Porzingis. Shot to stop the run. And it's White missing.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Sexton against Schroeder. 3-pointer, Markkanen. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics trail by 10, and the foul called on Shea. That's foul number 2 for him. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Let's take a look at the teams that have done a great job of converting turnovers into points since the All-Star break. The Jazz, #1.
And since the break, we've seen them ambush their opponents with that attacking brand of defense. And boy, have they reaped the rewards offensively.
That's what the Pacers be doing to Nick. They run you, Nick.
Brown deciding where to go with it. And here's Tatum for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Markkanen passes to Kessler. Outside, Markkanen.
Hey, no.
Schroeder,
Good shot. I was on the way down. Good shot.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Markkanen down low. He's covered by Brown. Markkanen kicks to Robinson. Lock at 6. Porzingis with the rebound.
Wow.
Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Oh, me even missed that.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Exactly.
They're breaking the edge. Now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We take a look at the Celtics. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And, you know, for Boston, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Tatum finds Schroeder. There's the three. Brown, no good.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Robinson with it. He's picked up by White. Hendricks, good.
Unwilling to
I
let
got
up
2
even
assists.
for a moment.
Oh, yeah,
It's
2
a
assists.
killer instinct just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Robinson against White. Outside for Robinson. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And some changes here for the Celtics. Boston's checked in, and it's Holiday in for Dennis Schroeder. Celtics trail by 17. Brown the pass to Tatum. Here's Holiday to end the run. No good off the back of the rim.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Outside, Sexton. Now Robinson. 33 points for him. Back to Sexton. Fires the three. And Tatum pulls it down.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And that one's good, Boston.
Boy, you can see Tatum continues to grow his game with a play like that. That is nicely done.
Here's Sexton. 6 points for him. Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen off the pick from Robinson. This one for 3. They get it back.
My man.
Positioning on the putback.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Celtics trail by 16. Now here is Holiday. He's got 5. To the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2. And so often we'll hear talk of, and here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult,
that's where the fingers.
So fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effective.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
People have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Robinson sets a screen for Markkanen. Over Brown. Markkanen can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 16. Here's Boston. Boston again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. DB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Filipowski, he's checked in for Markkanen. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Colin Sexton. And it's Keontae George in for Robinson. And he sinks the second.
I think one of the impressive things about the young Walker Kessler is you know what you're going to get night by night. Great shot blocking and consistent rebounding and defense.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off target from three-point range.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Pass to Filipowski. George against Brown. George, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 17. Count it, good. Boston's got 7 points in the game.
Now, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
The three from George. A three-pointer is right on target. 8 points for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Brogdon kicks to George. There's the triple. And the Jazz, another three.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Six on the shot clock. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Kessler, the screen. Stolen by Holiday. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Now here's Brown. Guarded close. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
That free throw good from Brown. You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
And Brown drops them both.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
You guys read mangas or mangas?
Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
On the free throw, no good.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it more than capable of scoring at all three levels. A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Jazz leading by 18. Lebowski passes to George. Down low. Pass to Wagner. Second shot opportunity, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
One thing you know about Mo Wagner, he will attack when he's on the interior.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, what we know about Mo Wagner is that he has consistently grown over the course of his NBA career. This guy has versatility as a scorer. He has tremendous energy that he brings nightly, and he wants to get better.
The Jazz making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Celtics trail by 20. Brown outside. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Brown's got 13.
Jaylen Brown has tightened his handle, and that allows him to be effective as a pick-and-roll option.
Let's get an update on Schroeder. What's the status, David?
Hey, guys, the Celtics head athletic trainer gave me an update. And from what he can tell, he said it doesn't appear to be a terrible injury. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
And he gets it to go. Lepowski's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Stolen by Robinson. To the middle. Here's Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
10 assists now, 10 assists.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. And here is Brown. He's got 13. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Robinson. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Lebowski passes to Robinson. No good on the 3.
That's nasty.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Traps in the tray. He's got 11.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And so it's Utah holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And their ability. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Robinson is out there with George. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Filipowski, and it's Brogdon in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Celtics trail by 20. Holiday with it. Outside Tatum. There's the pick. Inside. Kata. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Wagner.
You do not want to give up passing lanes off the screen. How about Jason Tatum with a decisive look there?
Robinson passes to Wagner.
Wagner.
Tries again.
Wagner.
And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Wagner.
Robinson for 3.
Well, we know Drew Holiday can lock you up on the defensive end.
Here's Boston, defended by George. Boston the pass to Tatum. Fires for 3. Rebound, Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside Robinson. Pass to Filipowski. The rebound by Kata. Kata's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wagner against Tatum. Outside Holiday. Utah with the rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
Oh, that's a
golden
opportunity to finish on the break.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Kata, the pass to Boston. Nails the baby hook.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Utah leading by 16. Brogdon kicks to Wagner. Pass to George. He takes it in. Outside for Robinson. Back to George. 5 on the clock. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Walsh. He's defended by Wagner.
My bad.
There is an imagination of creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Boston. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Wagner passes to George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot.
Bang.
He's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Holiday.
To me, great offensive players have got to be able to draw contact and get to the free throw line. Keontae George does just that.
Williams, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Celtics trail by 17. And the foul called on Shea. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Injured.
Schroeder against George. Schroeder looking around. They set the pick beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams. Jazz leading by 17. George with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Count it.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
Let him shoot.
Here's Tatum. And again, it's Boston converting.
How about that? The quick feet, quick thinking makes the play an easy one in screen and roll action for Jason Tatum.
Here's George. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Boston. Pass to Schroeder. Now Tatum. He's guarded by Williams. Just 5 on the clock. 11 feet away. That one, no good.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Shea from deep 3. Offline with his 3. The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Holiday, second chance shot, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Brogdon outside. The Jazz with another miss.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done.
I knew that was going to happen.
Violation. He went over and back.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Boston making a switch here. Reith is checked in. Schroeder outside.
I guess I ain't gonna have a 10-assist game.
Tatum with the screen on George. Schroeder kicks to Holiday.
Oh, shit.
The three-pointer, no good.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Bro.
Robinson, a screen on Schroeder. George looking over the floor.
Don't pass it. Don't go to Tatum.
Pass to Hendricks. With 1 on the clock, and Kessler throws it down.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And Utah making a change here. Markkanen's checked in, and the Celtics making a change here.
Can I get 6 assists?
Holiday dishes to Tatum. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Markkanen passes to Hendricks. Kessler, a screen on Holiday. To the paint. Schroeder comes with the double team. Kessler with the bucket.
Kessler owns that part of the floor, going through defenders for the finish.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. From deep. Kessler with the rebound.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
And the shot goes in.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Porzingis inside, working on Kessler.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
No.
Ball's knocked loose.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Here's Hendricks. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
3 assists.
Robinson's got his 7th assist in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Now Sexton. Outside Robinson. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
Robinson passes to Markkanen. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown with it. Robinson picks him up. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. Kept alive. Right side Porzingis. No good from outside. Jazz leading by 20. To the wing right side. Kessler wide open. He fires. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Tatum. Outside Holiday. Right side Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here is Robinson. Markkanen a screen on Holiday. Robinson passes to Markkanen. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Derek White's checked in for the Celtics. Schroeder finds White. From the wing. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, that's the intelligence that Derek White plays with. This guy in pick-and-roll action always seems to make the right decision.
Robinson passes to George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on White.
You guys really don't want me to score.
And the first one drops. And the Jazz with some changes. Mo Wagner comes in for Filipowski. And it's Clarkson in for Markkanen.
Well, Keontae George, guys, a talented backcourt guy. He can create off the dribble. He can make snappy passes. Everything you want in a combo guard.
Porzingis with a screen on Clarkson. Pass to Porzingis. Puts up a 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
George with a screen on Schroeder. Robinson kicks to George. The Jazz with another miss.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Of course, me thinking they're going to.
Williams against Tatum. And he drives in. The shot comes out. Good D by Williams. Utah leading by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Jazz.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Robinson.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
And the foul called on Jay. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Second team foul.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Brown outside. 17 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Driving to the basket. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Clarkson finds Robinson. Now Wagner. back to Robinson. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could...
Hey, yo, bad play.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
Solid effort tonight on both ends.
We got new guys. We got number 6.
You ready to give these fans what they paid for?
Standings. Warriors jump up. Okay. Well, you're gonna lose 3 games in a row, no Warriors. So, yeah, you gonna have to face me 3 times. Then we're gonna lose another game. Well, they've been whooping my ass all this time, so. Alright, guys, I'll see you when I see you. I'm about to go head over to Motorfest. I hope you guys enjoy this. See you when I see you, man. Thank you very much for tuning in.